What's up, good people? I don't have anything like big for us to talk about today. We're just chilling. It's the week before Christmas. Yesterday I actually made like the official 1 week countdown until Christmas. So I'm very, very excited. I know everyone has been getting like their music recap for the year. So I just wanted to kind of dissect mine. And I know that this is like the one thing that everybody, like all the music lovers, look forward to. So I decided to share mine with y'all. So excuse my voice, I'm getting over allergies, sinus, all the things. My voice sounds a hot mess while we're talking about music. But as you guys know, music for me growing up, like it's everything. Like I grew up with such a strong love for music, and I sincerely think that has a lot to do with the fact that my dad is a singer, musician, has a career in music, all the things. So I think that's what obviously made sense, for me just to become a natural music lover. I will say for me, music contains like my deepest thoughts, the things in my head that can't always be said out loud, especially. It's like my personal thoughts, my personal thought journal of what's happening in my life and in a particular season, and it just encapsulates what I'm feeling, when I can't do that for myself at times. I mean, because with me growing up as the one who's always showed up for other people, the leader, the hero, the saint, the angel, whatever else you want to insert there, it became like this automatic unwritten expectation that people come to me and not the other way around. So essentially music is that safe place for me and is like a connection that a regular conversation couldn't fully cover at all. There's some days I only have the strength to listen to music and not talk to a single soul the entire day. So that is how significant music is to me in my own personal life. So all of the music apps or music platforms have released your 2024 recap by now, at least hopefully. And I wasn't necessarily concerned with my Spotify Wrapped because I haven't listened to music quite as much on Spotify this year, so I'm not really concerned about that. I am going to be going over my YouTube music though. I was just mainly concerned and focused with my YouTube music recap for this year because that's where like all of my music has been listened to and streamed and all of the above. So I get 2 YouTube music recaps because one of which is my like public YouTube channel where I do all of the content stuff that you guys see and creating stuff, and then I have another YouTube which is like my personal stuff where I like watch the kind of stuff I like to watch and also listen to music as well. So I have 2 YouTube music recaps this year. For my personal account on my YouTube music, it said that this year was giving mellow, laid back, lovesick, and R&B. R&B is like my second favorite genre next to gospel for sure. Gospel will just always be number 1 because gospel's gospel, and that's like predominantly what I grew up listening to. So I've tapped into being an R&B lover for sure, somewhat obsessor at this point to be for real. YouTube music says that my moods were upbeat, uplifting, love, chill, and soulful. When I looked at my content creation, like public YouTube account, when I looked at that YouTube music recap, because I do listen to music while I'm editing or doing stuff for the channel from time to time. So I looked on there and it said that I was giving peppy, uplifting, sublime, and gospel music. My moods were the same, upbeat, uplifting, love, chill, soulful, and I can definitely say that this year has flowed in that direction for sure. So when you put both accounts together and you kind of go through the artists and the songs and top tracks and whatnot, for my top artist, number 1, Travis Malloy. Period. There is not a day that goes by in my life for several months straight that I don't play his music. Like, he is sincerely one of my favorite male vocalists to exist on this planet. It's unreal. I could listen to him going to sleep, waking up, when I'm crying, getting ready for the day, anytime, because he just has music that just goes with everything that you're doing in life. He has this duality, this great duality between gospel and R&B, and sometimes he combines both together at the same time, which is it's such a vibe to me. I love it. I always get excited when Travis releases new music because it's like there's hits on it every single time, no matter what. Next top artist between both YouTube recaps, Frank Sinatra. I have went to sleep to It Had to Be You over and over and over again. Like, it is in my sleep time playlist, so I understand how that is a top artist and top track, and it just puts my mind at ease. And plus, we all love Frank Sinatra during Christmas time. Number 3 for top artist, Marvin Sapp. Let me tell y'all something. Uncle Marvin is my childhood. I got to this earth, my existence began, and he already had hits, and more hits have been made since. Like, to grow up in this era of like some of the greatest gospel music, like the soundtrack of my life, like it hits different that you were here for these hits. This year he released an album called Then and Now, which is like basically where he put a modern twist on all the old classics that we love from his previous albums that are like just hits to us. I'll tell you what, that is an album that I didn't know or think we needed, but it's beautiful. Like, I couldn't help but sob while listening to it, because when I listened to it for the first time, it just hits, because it shows you like the evolution of then to now, and it's such an amazing thing. Top 4, Christian Brown. Y'all, he's like a big brother to me as far as like age is concerned and influence. Like, he is absolutely one of my favorite church musicians on keys, on aux, sometimes organ, drums. I mean, he can do it all. At least in my eyes, he can do it all when it comes to like being a church musician. Like, he can play everything. The stuff that brother does, I mean, he is going places for real. And I am very, very happy for him and very proud of him. His albums, every single one, Heaven Sent. And I'm just happy to support his journey, because I mean, what he does is so genuine and from the heart. So I have a list of my favorite projects, records, albums, singles that were dropped this year. This list is in no means in any particular set order of favorites. So 1, On the Way, single by Adia, is upbeat, and it's just like this motivation to keep believing that your blessing is on the way. I love that so much. Number 2, single by Enrique Holmes, Manifestation. Man, that song will put your faith into action. I don't have to see it, but I know it's coming. Period. That song right there will build your faith in so many ways. I love listening to that song. Single by Elevation Worship, New Thing Coming. I love that song. Number 4, Purified Love, an album by Madison Ryan Ward. She has also become like one of my favorite female vocalists. Her voice mixed with her lyrics, her song choices, just everything, composition, her genres, like all of the genres that she infuses, like Christian R&B. That is basically what Purified Love is, this album. Like, that's basically what Purified Love is, a Christian R&B record. Number 5, of course, I talked about this earlier, but Then and Now, Marvin Sapp's newest album released this year. Number 6, the self-entitled album by Shelby 5. Oh my word, this is their first album. They've been singing as a sibling group for years and years and years. And off and on, they've released like singles here and there. But this year they released their full, like, put together album with multiple tracks on it. Yeah, that did me in this year. Next, number 7, Holy Forever, a single by Miranda Curtis. Miranda Curtis, that woman, she is, I'm getting chills just talking about her. She is like one of the greatest worship leaders to ever exist. I mean, every church that she has led worship at as a guest worship leader or as a like paid worship leader or wherever, like that woman is a force. Number 8, the Manifest Reprise by Reform Worship. Number 9, of course I had to mention this. First Loved Me, single by my favorite singer, Mignon. She released that on her birthday this year. And I tell you what, it has been streaming ever since. Number 10, Hold On by Ricky Dillard. Oh my word, I love that song so much. I am a church girl, so choir music is also my fave as well. Number 11, Awesome Live by Antoine Cooks. Antoine Cooks, he is just, yeah, he has the last name that he has for a reason. Let him cook. Like, he put a modern twist on an old classic that we love by William Murphy and went up from there. Number 12 for favorite projects, singles, records, albums for this year, Medicine, an album by Travis Malloy. So such good stuff that was released this year. I mean, yeah, that has been the highlight of 2024 music for me. That's a little brief recap of my music this year on YouTube Music. I was pleasantly pleased with, like, when I saw everything just pull up on the screen, I was like, yep, that's me. That's definitely the kind of year that this has been. It's been a great year in music, and I'm looking forward to what all of my favorite artists and even musicians have coming up for next year, 2025. Well, that is it for me. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Christmas is next week, so y'all already know to be expecting something from me. Hopefully, before this weekend is out, I'll have all this sinus and allergy voice cleared. And also, for many, most, all, it is exam week. So I hope y'all are doing good on your exams and hanging in there to the finish line. We are all waiting on Friday. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week for Christmas.